What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
It's time!
The stream has not ended yet. We are just getting started here. So sorry for being a little late, but so many things going on and we will get into it. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Look at that green lighting. Look at that hat. Doesn't that hat look amazing? That is a Florida Marlins, not a Miami Marlins. It's the Florida Marlins hat. Just picked it up yesterday. I'm finding out that I really, really like hats. I just end up like I have a ton. I don't know how this collection started, but these hats that you see back here, that's nothing. I have a boatload of hats, but that's not what we are here to talk about. Today is Sunday, January 21st, 2024. This is Software Explorations. We're going through Terraform, and if you do not know who I am your host of the show, Tech Coach Ralph, where as always, we are engineered to win. That is my motto, and I hope that is your motto as well. If you are tuning in and subscribing to the channel, following along with all the things that I have going on. So, yeah, we're starting a little late today. It is already 3 o'clock Eastern time. I normally like to start around 2:15, 2:30ish, but so much was happening this weekend. I started feeling like I was getting sick on Friday morning, maybe like on Thursday evening. My throat was getting sore, and I started getting a headache. But so I couldn't train on Friday, which was unfortunate. I couldn't train yesterday, but I slept Friday night, and then I slept part of yesterday. But like yesterday evening, my energy was back. I felt like this. Where is it? Felt like this.
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
And then I was working and working and working. I worked until like 3 o'clock in the morning last night, maybe even 3:30. But I was recording. I was getting ready for the week, making sure that you guys have your content so you can carry on this week, right? So that's what I was doing. And then I woke up this morning, had a meeting with someone over in Paris. I didn't even know where they were from, but they scheduled a meeting for this morning. Had a meeting with them in Paris. And we had a good conversation where I am just going to see if I can leverage that to help them and help my tech barbarians. That is always my primary concern, to level up my tech barbarians so that they can go out there and be great representations of themselves, as well as representations of Tech Coach Ralph. All right. So I'm trying something out with the light here, right? And let me see how it looks if I do this. So if I turn it off, I didn't see a difference. I didn't really see a difference. Let me see something else. Not that serious. Let me see one more. I see absolutely no difference. So I was adjusting the lights up on top, but I don't see any difference with it. But we'll leave them on. No big deal. So what are we? Let me see. Let me try one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. I don't want that. Let me see if I do that. I don't want that. Do that. I'm gonna go with the green. We'll go with that. Okay, so we're good. Always tinkering, always trying to get just 1% better every single day. That is what I'm into. But like we like to do here, we have to be organized. We have to get into our agenda. So that is what we're gonna do. And then we are going to this is not what we're working on today. So then we are going to get let me see, get a browser up, get into our agenda, log into AWS. I'm a little bit behind today because, like I said, I felt kind of sick this weekend, and I'm preparing for competition, and it's just a hot mess all over. But we're gonna get it done, all right? So, let me just log into AWS so I can get my life together, and then we're gonna go over our agenda. So let me get the Authenticator app. But some days it's just like that, and you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? We have to do what we have to do. There is no other option, all right? And we are here. So we're gonna work. We're gonna get into Terraform. We're going to do what we do on a regular basis. We do not miss, right? We don't miss. So hopefully, I see some frames are dropping. Hopefully, the internet is on our side today. Oh my goodness, my cost for AWS is skyrocketing. Okay, so we are definitely Amazon Q. Where'd that come? All right. So we're gonna have to do some adjustments because I don't know what's going on with Amazon Q here. We're gonna get that fixed. We're going to remove that because we haven't done anything on it, and the cost just started piling in. So we have a minor pivot today to get rid of that. We're gonna have to eat that cost, but it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, so let's jump into, and this is one of the reasons that I like to jump into. I didn't get any notification about this, which shame on you, AWS, for that. But let's get into our agenda. So the first thing that I want to start off with is a random quote from the book The Clean Coder by Robert C. Martin. So let me just flip a page and we'll go with this. Let's see. Okay, let's go with writer. So this part of the book is called Writer's Block, right? It says, sometimes the code just doesn't come. I've had this happen to me and I've seen it happen to others. You sit at your workstation and nothing happens. Often you will find other work to do. You'll read email, you'll read tweets, you'll look through books or schedules or documents, you'll call meetings, you'll start up conversations with others, you'll do anything so that you don't have to face that workstation and watch as the code refuses to appear. What causes such blockages? We've spoken about many of the factors already. For me, another major factor is sleep. If I'm not getting enough sleep, I simply can't code. Others are worry, fear, and depression. Oddly enough, there is a very simple solution. It works almost every time. It's easy and it can provide you with the momentum to get lots of code written. The solution is find a pair partner. All right. So that's a little passage that we're going to read from The Clean Coder. I highly, highly recommend this book. I am loving every bit of it. So I will have a link to that book in the description that you can get it on Amazon, and we can carry on from there. So I want to start incorporating a quote from different books at the beginning of the live stream, whether it's from a technical coding book or it is from a book like David Goggins or Winning or something to that extent, right? But I think it sets the mindset and the mood that we're going to be heading into. And like I said, getting a coding partner, it is very good getting a second set of eyes so that you can navigate and you can get unblocked, right? Like when I'm coaching and I tell my tech barbarians, like, if you're going through your course and you're not sure how to do some type of code or you're not sure how to do something, let me know and we can just jump on a call. We can pair together and I can help you out. There's been like times they've been spending days stuck on something because they really want to figure it out. And then, but it might not be the best way to utilize your time at the moment. And then we jump on a call, and then we go and I unblock them, and then they store from there, right? So just wanted to get that out as well. All right. So let's continue with our agenda. All right. So first and foremost, like we always do, I want to say thank you to all of the newest subscribers to the channel. We are growing so fast, and we're on our way. We are on our way. So with that being said,
I appreciate you.
I truly do appreciate you and all the things that and just, rocking with me, trusting me to help you on your journey into tech, or to enhance your skills in tech if you are already there, right? So, and as well, for those who are new to the channel, right? Or before we do that, right? I will also want to say a big salute to the tech barbarians, to the ones that have been rocking with me since the beginning, and to the newest ones who are ready to level up and to soar to new heights. I really enjoy working with you and seeing the progress that you're making. And let's just keep moving forward. The train that the Tech Coach Ralph train, right? It does not stop. It does not slow down. It keeps going. If you jump on the train and you wish to get off, you're just gonna have to jump, and so be it, right? So that is where we're heading, and we are just going towards the future, and we do not look back, and we're just gonna win, because as my good friend DJ Khaled says,
I mean, all we do is win, man. You know that.
you know that all we do is win. All right. So with that being said, if you are new to the channel, or maybe you're not so new to the channel, but you just haven't done it yet, right? You haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can know every time that I go live or I drop new content that will help you level up in all aspects of your tech walk and some aspects of your life as well. Who knows, right? Also, like the video, share the video, drop me a message in the chat, leave me a comment on the video if you're watching this on replay. Whatever it is, I would love to interact with you, hear your thoughts. Maybe you think I got something wrong. Maybe you agree with me. Whatever it is, just let me know. All right. So let's do that. Okay. And if you haven't done so yet, and you need one-on-one coaching, or you need some additional resources, check out the Patreon at www.techcoachralph.dev. Right. In addition, if you're looking for other ways to connect with me, you can check out my it's not a link tree, but it is a link page that I put together with a tool. Just go to connect.techcoachralph.dev, and you can find all the different ways you can connect with me, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Patreon, whether it's on Minek, right? If you want a pay as you go to interact, and with either messages, video messages, or with video calls, we can do that as well. And all my links, to the link to the time cost calculator, all that stuff, right? It's available there. And once the MVP for the application that my tech barbarians are building is ready, it'll also be there as well. So that is all that we're doing. Okay. So checking me out there. Next up on the agenda, the live show schedules. And I love the live shows, right? It is so fun to interact with you guys. So what is our live show schedule? We have on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 7:15 a.m. Coffee and Kata morning show, where we have a cup of coffee, we review a couple of news articles, and then we get into a coding challenge. On Mondays and Wednesdays, we're currently going through the Chaos Camp coding challenge of the testing OpenAI's API, right? How we would do that. So we're working on that. And then on Fridays, we've been doing challenges from Code Wars to get better at our coding skills. So Mondays and Wednesdays, they really help our QA skills and our automation skills. And then on Fridays, it just helps our coding skills in general. We're currently using Python, but we will be using other languages as well. All right. So that is where we're at with that. Next up is Sunday afternoons, which is today. We have software explorations. We normally get started at 2:15 p.m., but we got started a little bit later today, because life. But we have software explorations on Sundays. We're currently going through Terraform. So if you are interested in infrastructure as code, come along and join us on this fantastic journey through Terraform. I am learning so much about Terraform. It is amazing, and I'm excited. All right. And sorry, but I keep looking at this annoying AWS charge that, it really irks my nerve. But, we'll figure that out. So I'm just going to open up a new tab just so I can stop being annoyed by it. And we're going to continue with our live show. So Tuesday nights we have our Q&A sessions where last week we had our cybersecurity week where we were answering questions with Socks, and he gave us a tour of the upcoming Socks University, which we're still currently accepting beta testers for. If you're interested in learning more about cybersecurity, where you will get your own virtual machine environment. So definitely consider that. Okay, so we have Tuesday nights Q&As. We're going to be going live this coming Tuesday to answer your questions about the tech industry, about QA, about careers, all of that. So join us on Tuesday nights. And then we have Thursday nights, some more software explorations. We are currently focused on automating my good friend's Calculus Coder, his startup app called FreeMind Recovery, right? So we are implementing Selenium, Playwright, and Cypress using TypeScript we're currently automating the registration flow of his site, and then we're going to be transitioning to the login flow and see if there's any other applications or any other aspects of the site that we should be automating, maybe the forum or something like that. So, and maybe on one of these streams that we are doing, he'll be able to join us and talk to us about his application and everything like that, right? And that'll be super fun. So we shall see. We'll keep that in mind as we go on. So, a quick one more rundown of the live show schedules. We have Coffee and Kata Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:15 a.m. And then we have Sunday afternoons, some software explorations. We're going through Terraform if you're interested in Terraform as code. Tuesday nights, we have our Q&A sessions, so join us for that. You can ask me any question. You can call in, ask me a question in the chat. If you ask a question in the comments, I will try to get those to answer as well. And then we have Thursday nights, we have our software explorations where we're focused right now on QA software explorations, automating in Selenium, Cypress, and Playwright on the freemindrecovery.com website. All right. So shout out to the live shows. All right. And then we are moving on to our pre-recorded content. My favorite show of the week for pre-record is Monday's Candid Conversations. It used to be the Bug Bite, right? And which I still like the Bug Bite, but those Candid Conversations, they are so real, like me sharing what I see, and what I think is lacking in the mindset of the people trying to transition, and a lot of the people who are already in here, right? There seems to be like some type of mindset that's happening. So, and then I come across with people with the most amazing mindset. I've met some wonderful people over this past week who are pushing it and who are grinding, and it's just very, very impressive to me. So, and so I just share my thoughts and how I see it and how I think that you can change your trajectory so that you can be put in a better position. And you see that I just hit a 3-syllable word, and that was amazing. So I am proud of myself for that. All right. So let's do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know how I feel about those 3-syllable words. So when I'm able to hit it like that in stride, it's like hitting a 3-pointer right in somebody's face. I'm not going to say the person's name is Smith, but if it is, then it's even better. But anyways, let's keep going. All right. And then we have Wednesdays, software explorations, concepts, and overviews. So by the way, this Monday's episode of Candid Conversations, it is going to be about why is it so damn hard to transition into the tech industry, right? All these boot camps say it is so easy. It takes 6 months boot camp, and then you just apply for 2 or 3 jobs, and then boom, you are a software engineer. You're a QA, a manual QA tester, or a QA automation engineer. Maybe you're a data scientist, or whatever the case may be, right? Some Linux administrator, who knows, right? But they tell you 3 to 6 months, you are going to transition into a new career, making over $100,000 a year, and then you do it, and absolutely nothing, right? You get nothing. It's like the Seinfeld episode, no soup for you, right? So we're going to be exploring it to see why is it so damn hard to transition into the tech industry when they promised us and they told us after taking our tens of thousands of dollars that it would be super, super easy. So we're going to be investigating that tomorrow. I'm going to be scheduling this. I'm scheduling that video after the show. So hit the notify me button on that so you can be aware of it when it premieres and you can tune in and enjoy that. Or maybe you won't enjoy it. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. So like I said, Wednesdays, we have software explorations, concepts, and overviews. This coming Wednesday, we're going to continue on our series where we're comparing the three top automation tools, Selenium, Playwright, and Cypress, and we're going to be exploring about test flakiness, what it is, and how the different tools try to address it. All right. And then we have Fridays, the Bug Bite, my former favorite show, but it's still there. I like all the shows, but I really enjoy making the Bug Bite, reviewing software industry bugs and how they affect us. So this coming Friday, we're going to be reviewing the GM Cruise shutting down operations because it drug a pedestrian, to be frank. So we're going to be reviewing that, see what happened, and we're going to so that's it, right? And then we have our additional content where I'm going to be dropping some more shorts, throughout the week. I'm not crazy about shorts, but if it helps, it helps, right? So I'll drop it. And then we have we have clips from our Q&A show that I cut up in small digestible. See, there it goes again, right? In small digestible pieces, so that you don't have to sit through a whole 2.5 hour live stream. You can just get what you need to get, and then you can go out and conquer the world. All right. So that is the plan. All right. So that is our pre-recorded. Let me just run through it one more time. Mondays, Candid Conversations. Wednesdays, software explorations, concepts, and overviews. Fridays, the Bug Bite. And then throughout the week, we have shorts. And then we have the clips from the Q&A show. So tune in for that. Make sure. That's why I say hit the notification bell so you can know every single time we drop new content or go live, because you don't want to miss out. There is something here for everyone. Okay. So with that being said, we did have the cybersecurity Q&A last week. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. It was very, very good information. So that is what we're up to. On another note for my Tech Barbarians, I am trying to reach out to different little startups that are looking for, or that not like, and that's the problem, right? They're not looking for testers. They don't know how important it is to have testers, and that is one of the things that is I'm trying to prevent them from having future nightmares, as well as being able to get the Tech Barbarians some practical, real experience by working in collaboration with a startup, so that they can add that to their resume, so it can be a smoother transition into the tech industry, right? So that is what I am also working on for my Tech Barbarians. So that's where we're at. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything else that we had to do? Nope. There was, but I didn't get my agenda ready in time. So we're just going to get straight to work. I don't want to be here past 5 o'clock anyways. So any additional conversations, we will have that next week when we are, oh, by the way, like next week, we might have to do the show a little bit earlier because I do have to go to the airport around this time actually, right? So we might have to do the show a little bit earlier and a little bit shorter. But we'll figure it out. I will, I'll schedule it during the week, and we'll make it work. Right? We shall make it work. So I don't even want to get to this part, right? Because we're going to see this egregious cost that I had no idea that because this Amazon Q, the chatbot thing, has been on for a while, but I did not know that it must have been last week that I started incurring costs, right? So we're going to have to tear it down, and the life of a tech person, let's see. Oh, by the way, and yesterday I had a live stream yesterday where it was for my Patreon members, where I was updating my resume with my most current role, and we were rewording some stuff, making it a little bit more concise, a little bit easier to understand. So if you are a Patreon member, go ahead and check out that live stream that I did, and you will find it very, very informative. You'll see how I use some of ChatGPT to help me write some of the descriptions based on a general idea of like writing the task of what I do. And then I said, ChatGPT, I want you to make it sound like this, and it did a pretty good job, right? So and in that Patreon video, I have a link to my resume that you can definitely check out. And you will see what I do and what I've done in the past. And so if you're a Patreon member, I would highly recommend you go check it out. And if you would like to see it and you're not signed up, then just go to www.techcoachralph.dev and sign up, and you can get access to all this amazing information that I am making available for you. Okay. So let's move on. Okay, so the additional comments, you go ahead and check out Sox's channel. It should be in the chat throughout the show, and check out the Chaos Camp challenges. Repetition and challenging yourself is super important. So that is what you should be looking into to win. All right. All the other things that I want to talk about, we will talk about it next week because time is of the essence. I have a meeting at 6 today, then I have another meeting at 6:30 for a Scrum night, and then I have another meeting at 8, and then I have to go to pick somebody up at around 10 o'clock. So we are going to table some stuff and we are going to move forward. So with that being said, also, before we get started into the meat of the show, if you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, hit the notification bell so you can know every time that we go live. All right. And as we get started, I have a request.
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
Okay, I need that energy because like I said, I was up to like 3:30 in the morning working yesterday. But guess what? You can see how fast I'm talking. I feel like I have the energy, right? So we are gonna keep pushing through. I got something to drink right here. So, all right. So, I do not want to show this. I do not want to show this, but I have to. I have to. All right. So let's just go and get it over with. Do you see this over here? This is crazy. How, I don't know how this happened. Right? And when I thought it was gonna be from like the load balancing thing. When I hovered over it, it's from Q. I'm like, I haven't done anything in Q since God knows when. So I'm gonna go in Q and I'm gonna tear that thing down. So let's go and find this Q thing. Like it was back in November, we were sampling out Amazon Q, and it's just doing stuff. So let's see what it's doing. And it's currently like how I don't know. Oh, let's see. Create application status created successfully. Native retriever not deployed. And how is it getting all this, accumulating all this cost, and there's nothing is deployed? Let's see. Uh, Web crawler, last sync time. Let's see. 57 docs. Anyways, we are just going to get rid of this whole entire thing. And we will revisit this another day because, well, before we go, let's just preview the web experience at least, right? I don't know. Test, test, test. Let's see what it actually can do before we get rid of it. What am I supposed to do? New conversation. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Well, whatever. I'm gonna tear this thing down because I'm paying way too much for something that I haven't used it in like months, and geez. All right, so I'm going to click on this and we are going to delete that, and we shall revisit this in the future. But I am not going to be paying over $100 a month for this. That is totally crazy. I'm gonna send a message to Amazon too, like, hey, what gives? I didn't get any notification about this. I just woke up one day, logged in, and the prices were through the roof. Hopefully I can get some type of refund on this. Okay, let's go back to here. And Let's let me know. I have to do some more digging on this to see why this thing exploded that way because it hasn't been doing anything, right? So, okay, so that's taken care of. Sucks, but we'll figure it out. I'll reach out to Amazon to see why that cost blew up that way and get a better understanding. Hopefully, knock on wood, they can reverse it or get rid of it. But if it's my fault, then it's my fault. No victim Olympics over here. Okay, so let me open up my code as well because we are going to be continuing through Terraform to do the code pipeline. And all right, cool. Put it in its right spot. All right. So last time when we left off, we had um, successfully created the code pipeline, but we did not. There was an issue. There was some type of issue with it, right? So we are going to run it again to look into it to see what's going on, and we'll go from there. Okay. So we are going to do change branches first because I was doing some other work on this. Here and let's check out Terraform. And that. All right, so we have Terraform checked out, and we are going to throw up our timer, and we are going to put our very first 20 minutes on the clock. We'll probably go for maybe 2 or 3 20-minute segments, and we'll be on LinkedIn looking for some jobs in the New York area to see what is available there. Okay, for excuse me, we're going to be looking for QA jobs in the New York area. See what's available there. I'm not the most familiar with New York, but it is what it is. We can, if anybody's in New York is looking, we can help out with that. All right. So I am going to switch over to this screen. I'm going to open up our Terraform file, or I guess this one. So we have our Elastic Beanstalk, which is used to deploy the application. And we're outputting the URL. We have our root 53, which is going to set up the subdomain or the domain. We have our code pipeline, and I think this is where we had some trouble last time. So we will give it a start, and then we'll see what we need to fix. And then it should be deploying it to the Elastic Beanstalk. So we will find. All right. So let's go ahead and navigate to code pipeline in AWS. And we shall give it a run, and then it should start creating everything that it needs. All right. So I wonder if we're going to have to do our key again. But if we do, that's okay. So we're going to say Terraform plan. See what we get. Oh, we need to go into the Terraform folder, and then we do Terraform plan. I always forget to go into the Terraform folder. Required plugins not installed. There's no package. Let's see. Yes, we can do that. Maybe in the Terraform folder. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. All right. So weird, but okay. Terraform plan. And let's see what we get. All right, cool. So we are ready to go. It's going to create everything for us, and then we will troubleshoot what's going on with the so we know that Elastic Beanstalk is good. We know that Route 53 is good. But we're getting hung up on code pipeline, and then after we're done with code pipeline, we're going to try to get to the ACM, the Certificate Manager. So let's do some troubleshooting on code pipeline once that fails. Amazon Terraform apply. We're going to say yes, and it's going to start creating all the things. So it started with the Route 53, and then the Beanstalk, and then the pipeline, the code pipeline, creating the connection. Then S3 to store the code pipeline stuff. And if I go into code pipeline and I refresh, should have something created very soon. Okay, something failed. I wonder why. Okay, so creating invalid parameters, no application named. Really? That is weird. Did I change the name of something in here? Let me see. No. Parameter value. I wonder if there's like some type of race condition that's happening then. So if I do Terraform apply again, let's see what it tells us. So it did 8 out of the 30. So there might be some ordering that we need to do, but let's say yes and see if it works this time. And that's something that we would have to look into if that's what's happening is the race condition, if that's what actually is happening. But let's see. Still creating. And while I'm looking over here, it didn't create our code pipeline. Let's see what it has to create. Let's go over here to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. So there goes this one. Waiting for the URL to be created. It's doing its thing. It takes a few minutes for the Elastic Beanstalk to get set up. So let's see, 40. Okay, so that was like a minute ago, and it's launched. So now we should get our URL. All right, so that's going. So if we go back to here, now it's creating the code pipeline for us. So if we go back to AWS and we go to code pipeline, so now our code pipeline is being created, but it failed, which is okay because that's what we're here to investigate. And the thing is, like, once we make some changes in the code pipeline, and we do the Terraform apply, it's not going to redo everything. It's just going to do the stuff that we changed. So it's done. I never started the timer, did I? Did I? I guess not. So let's start the timer.
It's time to do.
Like I said, it's been a long day. Hopefully, good guy gives me some grace. Okay, so let's see. I'll put me the public URL. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so there goes the URL. All right, so if we go to this URL right here, it should give us the generic Elastic Beanstalk URL. So we go here, or page, right? So we go here. Let's see what we get. All right, cool. So that's expected. But the code, so let's find out why the code pipeline is failing. Okay, so let's view the details. Failed a minute ago. Let's click on that. And it is failing because connection to GitHub is not available. Oh, that sucks. All right, so apparently something is happening in the source. So let's view the details. Configuration. So let's go to the pipeline. Remember last time there was something that we were supposed to do manually for it. So let's edit. So we want the pipeline type to be V2. Or actually, let me cancel that for now. And we want, let's edit the source stage, right? Right here. And it automatically populates here with the stuff that it should be using. But I'm wondering if it's because on the other one that we are using, let's say we do that, right? So this is here. And let's say we save that. Let's see what happens. So if we retry this stage here, the stage name, it either contains no failed actions. Let's see. Let's do. Let's do some more editing. Let's see here. So if we go to source again, it has everything populated in here. I thought I hit on done earlier. Did I not? Done. And we save. Save again. If we do retry, same thing. Same thing happens. There are no failed, either contains no failed actions or. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's do stop execution. Hmm. Very strange. Let's go to here again. Go here. I'm trying to. So right now we're trying to troubleshoot why Terraform is acting like this. Or not Terraform, but what's going on with AWS that's causing this to happen. It says no. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the one that we know is working. So the source should be showing GitHub over here, right? But it is showing us nothing, right? If we click on this, we have that. Okay, so let's compare the two. Let's put them side by side, right? So this is the one that works. This is the one that doesn't. So when we look at this, so we need a, let me go to here. So when we're looking at the two, we have, there's nothing in source, but there is something in deploy. So we need to get this in source over here. If I go to edit this, let me see what I have in here. So this is V2, this is V1, and then source. Okay, so if we edit this to V2 and the source edits is this, and we click on done and done and done and save. Mm, not sure. So let's take a look at the other one. Not that. Let's see here. Copy this real quick. And edit this. Place that here. Oh, okay. So your connection status is pending. So we do have to do the pending status thingy, which I did forget to do. I didn't see that. Wasn't paying good attention enough. Let's see. Okay, connect. Let's see what happens here. Let's click done. And if we save that, let's see if it works. If that works, then we are okay. So this looks more like, no, it doesn't. Let me see. This is exactly like it did last time. Retry stage. Nope. Let me see. Let's see. View details. see what's going on here. Something around here is causing this to happen. PPQ connection not available. See what rerun does. Let's see what we can do with rerun. Okay. So this worked. And now it's deploying. So once that's done, we should be able to go to our Elastic Beanstalk URL and see the application up and running. So let's look at it to see what's going on. So a couple of things we're going to need to do, right? We are going to need to update this GitHub version to, or not the GitHub version, but the pipeline type to V2. Last time we tried to do that, there was an error with it. So I'm not entirely sure what the cause of that is, but we shall find out. I wish there was a way I could just see this in the code, but that is okay. We'll make do, right? So right now it is deploying the application to Elastic Beanstalk. So while that's happening, I want to take a quick look at ordering Terraform operations. What is the order of execution in Terraform? All files are parsed and then sent to a dependency graphs are created. When you run the apply, this graph is then followed. Terraform makes any changes that are dependent upon first. Okay. Let's see. What is Terraform? Oh, okay, so we could do it. In most cases, automatically determines dependencies. Okay, so what we could do is we can check on we can tear it down, we can see what is waiting for what, and then we can say, or actually we can probably look through through the terminal to see what caused that initial failure and then put those to be dependent on the rest, okay? So we'll find that out and we'll do that. Let's see if this is done yet. So this succeeded. So now if we refresh this page, we should see the actual application loaded there. So let's go ahead and do that. And by golly, it is there. So that is awesome. But we have to do some manual component of that. So I want to see how much of the code that we are able to optimize so that we do not have to do all the manual reworking that we did. Even if we have to go into the console to connect the GitHub, that is okay compared to having to do like all the extra that we have to do, right? So let's find out. So I think the most important thing is setting the pipeline to type V2, right? So let's see how we can actually do that. All right. Let's go to
Another one.
pressing the wrong buttons. All right, so let's go to here. And we will go to the code pipeline part. and I'm looking for pipeline type. Can't find it. Let's see. Let's see if we can find this. So Terraform code pipeline, because this is like super important. So we have to get it as clean as possible. So here we are. Type. Let's see. Data connection, provider type, GitHub. Let's see here. Variable, optional, a pipeline level variable block. Valid only when pipeline type is v2. Variable is documented below. That's the thing. I'm not too understanding how they're passing this in. A variable block supports the following arguments: name, default, the name of the pipeline level, name of the pipeline level variable. The optional value of the pipeline level. Let me see. So, let's. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. All right. So, because I think that is super important, but I don't know how to pass it in there. Let's see. Type. Provider type. This. I'm gonna try to add the pipeline type with v2, and then we'll see what happens. V2. So let's try it like that. And let's do a Terraform. So I just added the pipeline type of v2 here, right? And let's see what happens. Terraform plan. And it tells us the argument is not expected here. So let's go and let's just do some Googling. Where does pipeline type go for Terraform code pipeline? All right. Let's see. Let me see if they have any. Let's check this one. No, they're using. All right, so let me see. So searching
Lunch
here.
break! Lunch break!
I don't see anything in here. I don't see anything in here that relates to it. Pipeline type. Let's do. Let's see. I see the documentation, but I don't see where AWS is showing how it's supposed to be used. Just want it to go. Keep going. This resource supports the following arguments. Argument reference. Not sure where they're getting this from. Scroll up a bit and let's see what it says up here. Just the example usage. It doesn't say where it goes into. One or more artifacts, store blocks. Variable. If we were to do let me see if there is another way that I can gather it. But we're going to take a break real quick, right? And I will run real quick to get something, and then I'll be back, and then we'll look on LinkedIn for some QA jobs before we jump back into our coding. Okay, so let's go to here and All right, I am back. Okay, cool. So we are going to jump over to LinkedIn while we try to figure this thing out. We'll on after our break, we will keep working to it, towards it to see if we can figure that out. Or maybe we'll go pivot to the certificate manager. But whatever. Let's go to. Let's go to QA engineer or use QA tester. And we're gonna do so. Let's jump over to throw 5 minutes up on the clock. And jump over here, and let's see what we can find. So QA tester. Let's go to jobs. Let's go to jobs in general. And lead QA software development engineer and test. Remote California. Oh, I'll have to send that over to one of my people to let them know that there is an opportunity available for 150K to 160K. Right? It's probably, let me just take a quick look at this. It probably has like a billion. I should sign up for LinkedIn Premium so I could see what's going on over here because I really want to know how many people have applied. I don't know if I want to pay for it. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Senior Q engineer, Prism HR. Why does that name sound so familiar to me? Prism HR. That sounds so familiar. And it's on site in Sarasota, Florida. So anybody in Sarasota, Florida, look into it. Definitely something. What in the world? Okay, something to look into. But we are going to be looking for. I don't know why I did that. QA engineer or QA tester. Let's look around Queens, New York area. So we got, right? So software developer and test. Okay, so let's change this experience level to entry level and associate, which I don't even believe that there are much entry level jobs left nowadays. But people are being told that there's like tons of entry level jobs that you can get into. So let's look for it, right? So quality control authenticator. That definitely doesn't sound like a technical job. Software developer and test assistant to the vice president. That's definitely not entry level. Senior test automation. All right, so I guess we have to take off associate because this is way too high. We still, and that's one of the issues I have with LinkedIn, right? They don't properly filter their positions because why am I getting the software developer and test or the Palm Bay, Florida, you need security clearance. Jamaica, New York, quality control specialist. Testers in Kentucky. Cognizant. QA analyst or order to cash. But that's, Beth Page hybrid. 16 people have applied. What do you need to do this position? Bachelor's in computer science or equivalent work experience. Trenton, New Jersey or Bethpage, New York. And an advantage if worked on carve out project. Let me. Let's see. It's definitely the entry level. I'll tell you that. But let me filter as well to hybrid and remote or on site. So we have over there. So junior virtualization engineer. Let's see what that is. So Epic, is that a gaming company? We're looking for a VMware engineer to join our multi-tenant. Okay. That's not a QA. Okay, so here we go. Clifton, New Jersey, IT quality assurance tester and specialist. Over 100 people for an on-site. That's interesting. Oh, this one is in the pharmaceutical and marketing industry. Let me make a note of that. Let me make a note of that. Okay. Copy that. Because I know some people who are looking in that area, so I use this as an opportunity to help them search. So let's do that, and we're gonna put this in the chat.
Get a move on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
Okay. And let's see, anything else? So this one looks like a good one. Quality engineer. I said I want it on site. This is let's see. Stamford, Connecticut, QA tester. As a senior software tester, you should be capable of developing test artifacts. Let's see. All right. So after our next segment, then we'll continue looking. Okay. So let's get back over here, and we shall go back to figuring out this code pipeline thing. I don't see where these. Let's put up another 20 minutes.
Let's go! Let's go!
And I don't see how this thing is supposed to go. Uh, valid only when variable, so tags. So let's look at, based on the documentation, let's see if this works. All right. So it says, no, provider. And this has to be on, which block is this on? This is on the argument reference on the resource. Okay, we're not on the resource, so that's one thing. So resource. So let's go here to, and we go to, it's still the same. Provider depends on provisioner. So let me see. We look over here and we go to variable. The namespace all output variables, which is accessed from the name of the default value of the pipeline level variable. What does that mean? Let's see. I see it here in the documentation. So AWS code pipeline, we have that in our code. Name, row ARN, artifact store. So if we go to here and pipeline type equals is V2. Cannot find the pipeline type. Code pipeline Terraform pipeline type V2. Let's see. Let's see. So in late October, AWS Code Pipeline V2 was released. Make this bigger. It has the same structure as V1, and the SDK is also distributed. I'm working on it and hoping to open a PR and ask for review soon. Oh. How are they doing that? Let's see. There's a duplicate of this one. So if we click on this one, let's see if it was done. This was closed, so it means it was done. So we should be able to find out how to add it in here. This forces operators available features like CloudWatch event into V2 without okay. Trying to fix enhance attribute is pipeline and variable. What does that mean? Has it released here? On provider versioning. Let's see. So if we search here for pipeline, AWS and argument, add pipeline type argument and variable configuration. Oh, I get it now. Now I get it. So what they're saying, which they make it the document, and that's why sometimes this documentation from the people who create it, it's so confusing sometimes, right? What they're referring to is we need a block called variable, right? So if we go back over here, if we go back over to here, there needs to be a block called variable. And the block, I'll show you what the block is, right? And then it should be able to take, so it should be able to take, where is it? It should be able to take pipeline type. So let's try it out, right? Let's try it out. So if we're here and we go to, we're gonna make it any bigger. Okay. So if we're here and let's say we go to, no. So an artifact block supports a variable block supports the following. So we would need to have so if we do variable Oh, another question is what version of Terraform are we using? Because maybe we don't have that latest version that would give us the ability to do that. So let's do Terraform -v. We're using 1.7.0, and what is the current your current is okay, so that might actually be what the issue is, right? Our current version is 1.6.2 and the current version is 1.7, which would definitely be all right. So let's see, how do we to upgrade Terraform command line and upgrading Terraform. See if there's an easier way to do it. Starting. Okay. So we can do so let's just do brew upgrade Terraform. And let's see what happens. And now we should be, after we do the upgrade, then we should be able to actually get this this V2 pipeline in place. So okay, it's downloading the latest version. A newer command line tool release is available. Update them from the software updates and system settings. Xcode. Okay, cool. So now let's see our Terraform version. And we are good to go. All right. So now we are going to try it again by going here. And we're going to say, well, first we're going to try it here, see if I can get it to drop in here. If not, then we'll have to figure it out. So, let's see if we do. So it's not in here. So, I wonder if I have to close this and open it back up. I might have to just exit the whole application. Let's do that. Let me exit the application and we'll open it back up and see if we get the necessary commands at that point. But okay, this makes more sense about what is going on. And this was released in version 5.3. No, this says unreleased. What are you talking about? Hold on a second. Is it released or not? Now I'm super confused. Because if we can't do this is going to be slowing us down. Let's see. It looks like it hasn't been released yet. I don't know. It said it was done. It's merged but not released. Great. So, and that's going to be in version. It's going to be in version 5.3. Like I was telling you, right? The documentation sometimes is so confusing. One 1.7. Oh, you see it right here. Provider 5.3.2. Make sure that upgrade Terraform. Look, an upgrade provider. Okay, let's see if we can do that, right? All right, so um let's see. It's highly possible that that version isn't even available yet. Let me see. Let me try Terraform init again, or let's see. Terraform init upgrade. Let's see what that brings to us. Oh wait, we might actually get it. Installing 5.33. But why do they say it's unreleased? Right? It's so because it says, or maybe they skipped to 5.33. I don't know. This is confusing. But we do have the latest one installed. So now let's say we go to hype. Still the same thing. So let me try to close that one more time. Because now with this version, we should have it because it said it was in 5.32 and we are in 5.33. So let's see what we are able to do. All right, so let's check the version again. We're on 5.33, so it should be part of it now. 1.7, cool. And if we go here, we go to don't see variable. Let's see. Resource. Let's see if we do. Right, so okay, so we have it here. Enhancements, pipeline type, resources, AWS code pipeline. Let's read the documentation for it. Add attributes, pipeline type. References, docs. Okay, let's read this doc right here. Pipeline type, right? Code pipeline provides the following pipeline types. V1 has JSON pipeline. V2 pipeline types have structure at V1. Additional parameters. Let's see if there is anything in here. See, I don't see any pipeline type. Let's see if there's any variable. Back to the beginning. See, this doesn't make any sense. Let's see what we got going on here. We're getting further. We upgraded our Terraform. Resource AWS. Stage. Looking here. Pipeline properties. It should be up here. Dash provider. This is not like this documentation is so freaking confusing. Like I don't see. So this is done. This is done. Let's just do another. Let's see. Terraform. The latest and greatest are there. So why is this thing acting like that? Code pipeline API reference. Let's take a look at that. Create pipeline. Let's go to create pipeline. So it should go right here. You see name, pipeline type, roles. So I'm just gonna drop it in there, see what happens, right? Let's see.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
So pipeline type v2. Well, that looks like it accepted it. So let's see what happens. Let's kick this off. See what happens. Okay, so pipeline argument or block definition required. An argument or block definition is required here. To set an argument, use the sign equal to introduce the argument value. So let's try this. Let's try that. An argument name, pipeline type. Okay, so that is what we meant. So okay, we're getting somewhere now. Before we go to break, so let's do another Terraform plan. Oops, got ahead of myself there. Okay. Okay. We got liftoff. So, let's do a Terraform apply. Although we already have the change done in here, but I still want to see what it does with that. So, yes, what's the change it's going to make? It's going to do. I don't think we did that change, but update in place. Terraform will perform the following action configuration. Detect changes true. Output artifact format code zip. So let's do that, and then we'll tear it down, and then we will update it back, right? So let's go over here and refresh our code, see if there was any difference happening here. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see. Go here, and we see it successful, right? But that's not exactly how we want it to work. So we are going to do a Terraform destroy, and then we will bring it back up after it's done, but we'll do that after break. So we're gonna go here and do a Terraform destroy. I'm gonna run that. We're gonna say yes, so everything can be torn down. And that's happening. So while that's happening, let's go to break. We are on break. So we are going to continue going through the let's go deleted. But we're going to continue looking at the jobs in for QA in New York. Okay, so here we are. So, and I got my good friend in the chat, Tony, that says, "Oh, Terraform fun." Fun is the not the word that I would choose, but we were able to figure it out. So one, I found out that I had a outdated version of Terraform. But so after upgrading that, we were able to find the parameter that we needed to get it to work. So right now I'm doing a destroy on the Elastic Beanstalk, on the Route 53, on the code pipeline, and then I am going to bring it back up. And we probably won't get the time to get to the ACM, but we can definitely get to that one next week. Because but at least we figured out this part. So when we bring it back up, I want to see if it's going to go ahead and do what it's supposed to do, right? But we are going to go to break right now, and we're going to be looking for those jobs in the NYC. All right, so 5 minutes up. All right, so let's see here. So this one was a QA tester. Let's go to the screen. QA tester in New Jersey, in Jersey City, New Jersey. So knowledge. All right, so that one, I don't know. Let's see what this one is. So job juncture quality assurance specialist. Deviations management. Is this when as soon as I see deviations, oh yeah, deviations management. Investigate and manage deviations from established procedures. This is like I used to do the testing of the Vivo Vault system at my previous company. Oh, this is interesting. Very interesting, because this isn't IT. Copy this one. This one is on site and has only 7 applicants from 5 days ago. So that is cool. Let me add that to my tracker. All right. And let's keep going. Clinical quality assurance. I don't think this one's going to be it, but we can take a look anyways. So this is like more for healthcare, patient care, not necessarily QA. So West Nyack, New York, we have a quality assurance specialist. And let's see here. Okay. So this, like, there's a bunch of These aren't IT roles. These are more pharmaceutical type roles. Let's see. What's this? 10 applicants. First interview Zoom, second interview in NYC office mandatory. This is a QA ETL position with Informatica Power Center plus web and API testing experience. Candidate must be fully vaxxed and show proof. 5+ years of experience. Let's see. I mean, who has this, right? Come on, give me a break. Let's see. Solid understanding of Agile, Scrum framework, sprint stories, velocity. What I do every other Sunday night with my coaching group, helping them get that understanding of the Agile framework. Experience, a strong understanding of MySQL, Oracle SQL, whatever. Interesting. Let me copy that one. Okay. Okay, and this is 6-month contract to hire. Cool. All right. So what else do we have over here? Electrosis tester. Interesting. All right. What else do we have over here? QA ETL. I think this is the same one we just saw. But this one says 8 years and 3 years of ETL testing. Let's see this one. This looks like we saw this one already. Let's see. Is this one hybrid? Over 100. Where is New Jersey City getting all these applicants? Let's see. What else we got? QA engineer on site. How many this one has?
Get a
Over
move on.
100.
Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
Are there that many people in New Jersey that this position is getting over 100 applicants? Let me see. Well, let's throw our hat in the race for that one as well. Why don't we? Let's see. Where's Notion? All right, cool. All right, that'll be. Let's see what this data QA engineer is. They do not have much listed here, but there's not that many applicants, so I'll take that. I mean, I can train anybody to do any role in QA, so I'm not even worried about that. But let's do that. Okay, cool. So with that being said, let's go back to work. Okay, so we're gonna do a last 20 minutes, and then I have gots to get up out of here. And it's been a busy weekend. It did not help not feeling too good Friday night and yesterday. So I wish I should have stayed a little bit longer to do the ACM, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So over here, let's put up our last 20 minutes.
Time to do.
All right, so we have an error deleting the Elastic Beanstalk, unable to delete application movie paths because it has a version that is deployed to a running environment. Try that one more time. Terraform destroy. I think we had seen that last time as well. And let's do the yes again. See what we get. Oh, great. Wait. let me see. The bucket tried to. So it cleared that out. Okay, so it said the bucket is not complete. Terraform destroy. So you have to get an empty bucket in order to be able to delete it, apparently. Okay. Let's try one more time. And that is what's happening to us. Okay, gotcha. Let me go and delete that bucket out, and then we will, or before we even do that, right? Let's do a Terraform bucket not empty error. We're gonna search that, and we're gonna go here. So we're done. We don't need this anymore. But so we just do Terraform bucket not empty. Air doing S3 with versioning enabled. Force. Okay, because force destroy enable should delete the version of the object. Actual steps to reproduce. Do we have force destroy enabled in ours? Let's find out. S3 resource. Close that out. I think S3 is all. Wait, there go. Wait, I think S3 is all the way at the bottom. So we're going to add onto this force destroy equals true. Right? Now, when we run it again, Terraform destroy, we should be able to destroy that bad boy. Let's say yes. No. No. Let me see. I'm reading this to see why it's not getting destroyed when it should. So will the option for destroy have conflicts with versioning? Second, why do we have thing below? Should the name be versioning true for destroy or okay? I'm going back to lock this issue because it has been closed for 30 days. Da, da, da. Okay, so let's say we do oh, there is no versioning here. It has been deprecated. Let's see V. Let's see. Let's see. S3 is not empty. You cannot destroy bucket. So let's see what Reddit has to say. Because JSON file add force equals true to your S3 bucket resource tab Terraform the matter of this. You can't delete a bucket with data in it without first emptying the bucket to protect you from data loss. We got, oh my goodness. Let's try that. Let's see what this says. Using I guess we could just go in there and delete it. All right, for now we'll do that. And but We'll do that for now. So let's go over here. Let's go to this doesn't matter. Let's refresh this. We shouldn't have anything there. Let's go to S3. Go to this. And then we are going to go to the January 21st one. Go into here. Delete this. Can I just delete the whole folder? Let me see. Permanently. I spelled that definitely wrong. All right, so let's go here. Just copy and paste. Too many syllables. Too many syllables. All right, so that's gone. Let's go back over here. Let's try another Terraform destroy. See if we get any traction on that. And yes, perfect. So our bucket now should be gone. Okie dokie. Buckets. And the bucket is now gone. All right, cool. All right, so now let's try another Terraform apply to see what happens when we do that. And if so, the goal is to see if we might still have to go and connect to GitHub, right? But the code pipeline should be created. The Elastic Beanstalk is going to be created. The Route 53 is going to be created. We didn't get to the S3, of course, is going to be created. We didn't get to the ACM yet, but we'll table that for next week. But I am happy that we were able to finally get the code pipeline out of the way. So on the next week's thumbnail, I'm gonna keep it. We're just gonna put a cross through that. We're gonna put a strike through. That says that this part is officially done, and we just have the ACM to go after that. So that is what I'm thinking about if this works. Okay, so but we still have 12 minutes, so let's go. Let's do Terraform apply. And we're going to go with yes. And it's going. While it's doing that, right? I can go to full screen while we have this conversation, right? I remember when I was talking to Joseph from Tech Niche Tips and to Trey, right? Definitely go check out both of their channels. Amazing people and amazing content creators, right? But we were talking about what's more important, the resume or the networking, right? And it's interesting because for myself, I like I've known people and but a lot of the jobs that I got, it was just like um, you know, building up my resume and learning different stuff. One of the jobs that I got, um, someone that I knew, a scrum master that I used to work with back in '05 to '08, when I was doing technical support and web development. Like he was working at the company and he helped me get into there, right? But at the same time, when I interviewed with the QA managers and stuff like that, we like it was scheduled for 30 minutes. We ended up talking for an hour, and it was really good. I learned because of him. I learned about Scrum and learned a lot, and that pretty much helped my career so much, right? But the job after that, it was a recruiter that reached out to me on LinkedIn, based on like what my LinkedIn profile was, and he said send me my resume, send me the resume. I sent the resume, all good, and then the current role that I'm at, another recruiter on LinkedIn for the company that I'm currently working for. If you're interested in knowing which company that is, I do have I did do a live stream yesterday in the Patreon where I was adding my resume talking about the type of work that I do currently at my current company. So you can definitely sign up for the Patreon if you want to learn more about that. But it was a recruiter that reached out to me, and then I did the application and was going and went through the process, right? So the reason that I bring this up is because something that I've been noticing, like that I've been doing the past few months, right, is I have been networking, but it's not for me in the sense of like I'm trying to get a job and trying to make connections to get a job. I'm mostly like the networking that I'm doing is for one for like to grow the channel, to grow the coaching and like being able to offer services to people who are looking to get coaching, whether they're in the tech industry or they're trying to get into the tech industry, trying to provide some insight, some guidance on how to build the right experience, right? But the other part of the networking that I'm doing is to make some connections so that those that I'm coaching, they can get that experience, and like so I'm connecting with like different startups and different groups, different discords and stuff like that, and get like the way that I connected with Technique Tips and Trey, right? That connection, to help spread the message. Like I watch their shows, and they tune in over here sometimes, and like commenting and providing insight. Seeing the different guests that they have, and that is networking. But the networking that I have in mind is it's not for like me to get another job or something like that because I'm okay. Like I'm fine with where I'm at. And if I needed to, like I would just go and do what I did last time and apply and stuff like that. And with what I'm doing now, I think that would help me as well, which I guess would be a form of networking. But I'm mostly concerned about getting those people who are under me to get that necessary experience that they're looking for. So that's where my networking is coming from because everything that I do, like joining these different groups, networking with these with different people, like, and I've met some wonderful people in the past week or two, right? But that type of networking is so I can find more opportunities for them so that they can go out there and test on test the application of some startups who from all the startups that I've seen so far, they don't have any QA testing, right? And I'm like, okay, I have a group of QA engineers who would like which I would you know work with closely to make sure that they are properly testing the application, writing the right test cases. So that's the thinking that I have in mind, and that's how I'm actually networking to build them up, not necessarily myself. That just hit me just now as we are waiting for Terraform to do its thing. So all right, so Terraform is done. Let's go back. So everything is done, right? We have our output. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna get when I go to this, right? Because I don't think the deploy would go without doing that connection to GitHub. But let's go ahead and let's put it in. And we're gonna switch things. And we're gonna go enter, and we are going to get. Let's see what we get. All right, so we have this, right? Okay. So now let's go and check our pipeline. And we have a failure 4 minutes ago. Let's see what failed, right? So we should have our V2 now. So V2, all right, cool. So here failed. Let's see the details. The connection is not available. So, which we thought would happen. So let's go ahead and let's edit this. And let's go to edit stage of source. And let's edit that. And update pending. Finish creating your connection. Your connection status is pending. Choose update pending connection. All right. So I'm going to just do a quick Google search, right? To see if that is required to add GitHub version 2, you can create the connection, which uses GitHub apps to access your repository. So we have all this done, which is good, but I was just wondering if, let's see. So I just want to do a quick Google search, right? Terraform, which is not a big deal. If that's the only thing that we need to come in and do and then click the deploy process, that's not bad, right? But I would really, really like for the whole thing to be fully automated, you know? Terraform, code, pipeline, GitHub, pending connection. Let's see if there's anything that we can do about that. Because I guess because it needs to authenticate with GitHub, maybe you can't. But, you know, let's see what this says. So enhancement, code connections, reference to AWS console to be more specific. While establishing a pipeline in AWS, I just got an error that I wasn't able to see the I wasn't able to see the pipeline and connection due to some missing policies. Uh, let's see. I thought I read it somewhere though. Maybe it's on the documentation over here. Let me see. Where is the documentation? Code pipeline. That's not the document. All right, so here we go. Let's look for GitHub. I remember seeing something about that. It's not going to do the connection to GitHub because you have to go and confirm that connection. I don't know. So let's see this. I tried AWS code to connect to. I have no idea how to authenticate them. You're forced to manually generate the connection IRN through the UI first. Once you have connected to GitHub with code pipeline in the AWS console, not in the IAC, then connection ARN is available and you can reference it in your code. Okay, I guess we could do that. I wonder if in that case, then does Terraform have a pause or wait, something like that, right? Pausing apply runs while applying modules. That's what I would ultimately like to do, right? To pause it in order to, I don't know. I guess it's not that big of a deal, right? Maybe I'm just asking for a little bit too much, right? So update pending connection. And we're going to choose this one. And that's done. And we're going to save this. Click done here. And we are going to let me see. Save this. And we are going to, will this work? No. So we are going to go back to pipelines, click on this, and see. Mm, let's see. What did we click last time? I don't remember. We did this. The release changes? I don't know.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
I don't know if I don't remember what we clicked last time. Code pipeline. Let's see. Last execution. I wonder if we do another Terraform plan, what we get. Oh, okay. So let's see what. So let's try running this again because there is some change that popped up, right? Terraform apply. I don't know if that's what is actually going to do it, but whatever. Terraform apply. And we're going to say here, and we're going to go with yes. See what happens. That was pretty quick. I don't know if that really did anything. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. No. So say stop execution. There's nothing to stop. All right. If it's release changes. Got everything over here set correctly. Let it stay. Oh wait. Where is my GitHub connected? Done. Oh, done. I think that's the mistake that we made, right? So we missed that part. So save that. Save. And I still don't see where to retry failed actions. No. Let me try code again. Do anything, but I'll put yes anyways. I just did it earlier. I forgot where though. I'm just gonna click release changes, see what happens. Let's just click release change and wish for the best. Release. Okay, so it is release changes. All right, cool. So it's running. So this part should pass. And then it should create the S3. And now it's going to deploy. And then once the deployment is done, we should have another Elastic Beanstalk environment. It just sucks that it does all of this, and then you still have to go to the console, right? Because infrastructure is code. You shouldn't have to do that, but I guess it does set up the infrastructure, which takes like majority of the busy work out of it. So that is pretty cool that we're able to get there. So definitely next week, then we are going to complete this with the ACM, and hopefully that doesn't take too long because I definitely want to migrate this off of AWS so I can incur less costs, definitely less costs than the Amazon queue. I'm gonna have to look into see what caused that pricing to skyrocket that way. I'm gonna reach out to AWS to see what in the world is going on with that, and we'll go from there. So let's just wait for this to finish deploying, and then we will make sure that the application is up and running and that it actually starts up. And then we will wrap it up for today, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in and for rocking with me today. I really, really appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, I would request that you would subscribe to the channel and you would hit the notification bell so you can know every time that we go live, that you would like the video and share the video as well. And leave me a comment in the comment section and I will make sure that I get back to you. All right. So this has succeeded. Let's pull it up real quick. Right. So we have the URL. Oh, actually, we still have it open. So we don't have to go back. We have it over here and we shall refresh. And there we go. Our app is up. And once we finish that certificate manager, we can finish off with the domain. And then we can get rid of it from the manual implementation that we did. So we can always have a Terraform set up for it in our repository. And yeah, we could do that. So I think we're in a good spot. So let's make sure it's working, you know. Oh, it's not loading because we had to add the variable somewhere. So let's, I guess we should look into that real quick, right? Let's look at the other one to see where we added the variable, or not the variable, but the environment variable, right? Let's see. QA is always so important, right? So let's go here. Let's go to, it's probably not even in here, to be honest with you. It's probably, let me see. View details, configuration. Let's go to 514. Let's go to edit. I don't know if I added it in here or added in to deploy variable. Maybe I added it in Elastic Beanstalk. So let's check Elastic Beanstalk because that might be an issue here. Let's go to from December 31st. And let's look at configuration. Let me see. So environment properties, that's where we have to add it. So, let's see. All right, let's go back to Terraform real quick, right? And let's look at our Elastic Beanstalk. That is over here. Okay. So let's see. Looking for properties. So let's go ahead and look for, do a quick Google search there. Let's see, Terraform. So there is the app. Resource, Elastic Beanstalk environment, env, application, settings, bar dot setting. What is inside bar dot setting? Okay, so let's do that real quick. We shall go to environment. So looking over here, we are going to do, where does the setting go? So the setting goes inside of this. We can add multiple settings. Okay, cool. So let's do setting and name is going to be, getting this from. So name is just going to be Google. I'll just put it in here. It's not that serious. Google API key. According to here. And we do want to do API key. We want to keep that slightly private. No, it's not that serious, but it doesn't matter actually, does it? All right, let me see. Honestly, it doesn't matter, to be honest with you. It truly doesn't matter. And then let's go to the last one that we need to do this. is this namespace. And we add that. Now, let's go ahead and make that update to Terraform apply. See what happens here. Suppose I should restart the Elastic Beanstalk, right? Let's see. So it will do one change to the environment, adding this information. And why is it removing that? I don't want it to remove it, do I? Um, setting. I don't know. Well, whatever. If not, we'll just figure this out next week. No biggie. 'Cause I'm gonna destroy this anyways after I'm done, and then we're going to work on the ACM on next Sunday. Which, like I said, we might be starting a little bit earlier next Sunday because I do have to make a trip to the airport around 3 p.m. Eastern time, so it'd be easier to start earlier instead of starting later. So that is what we will be working on then. Let's see what it does real quick, and then we will wrap it up for today. Come on, Terraform. Well, I guess I will just have to keep you in suspense because it is taking a lot longer than I wanted it to take. So, I'm gonna wrap it up today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you guys for being here. I hope that you had some fun and that you learned. But let me know in the comments what you thought. One more time, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can know every single time we go live. Like the video, share the video, all of that good stuff. But on that note, oh, by the way, check out the Patreon at www.techcoachralph.dev if you need some one-on-one coaching or you want some additional resources that can help you level up. Check it out over there. But until next time, that is it. But before we go, I still have to ask a question. I'm just not gonna just run off like that, right? Oh, Terraform is done. Let's see real quick. Almost got out of here, but I just can't help myself. Let's go ahead and let's take another quick look to see what is going on. Let's go over here to this. We're gonna refresh the page and see if it loads. If not, we'll just figure it out next time. Maybe it needs to be restarted. Maybe I don't know. Let's see over here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Mhm. Mhm. Actions, restart app server. Let's see if we restart, if we can get it to up and running. I don't know. But it's about to get torn down anyways. Let's see. Let's go here. Go here. We'll figure it out next time. Actually, I can actually check in here to see if it was added. To be honest, let's go to configuration. Environments today. Configuration. Mhm. It's there, but maybe it needs to be rebuilt. Anyways, I'll figure it out next time. It is what it is. And we are going to wrap it up and get out of here for today. But thank you for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. And I gotta get out of here. So that being said, once again, thank you. I'm out. Have a wonderful day. We're going to be going live. Actually, no, I didn't ask a question yet, right? The question is,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
remember,
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
the facts. The price of the brick is going up. With that being said, remember,
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.